Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko. Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos have to be one of the best Lily White Crested Geckos. I love the low pattern Lily White Crested Geckos as well as the high patterned. I honestly just love all Crested Geckos, especially Lily Whites, but Phantom Lily Whites are really just gorgeous, and I do have a few of my own as well, and I'm hoping to make some soon. I just recently paired up one of my Phantom Lily girls to one of my Phantom males, so hopefully we're gonna make 50% Phantoms and 50% Phantom Lily Whites. And I'm gonna show you guys in this video the best way of making a Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko, what the ratios are, what the percentages are, and all those things that we've been doing in the past videos. As you probably know, this is part 3 of the series on how to make X Crested Gecko. We've done how to make a Frappuccino Crested Gecko, how to do a Red Lily White Crested Gecko, and today we're going to do how to do a Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko. They are gorgeous, and if you want to know how to do them, stay in this video. When a dad and a mom have kids, they can each pass up to 1 copy of a gene per kid. This means that each kid that they have can inherit 0, 1, or 2 copies of each gene that they pass on. The Phantom gene is a recessive gene. This means that an individual needs 2 copies of this gene to express the gene. However, they can carry 1 copy of the gene, and if they mate with another Crested Gecko that has 1 copy or 2 copies of the gene, they can still produce individuals that express this gene. Therefore, recessive genes need 2 copies of a gene to express it. However, they can carry and pass it on if they only have 1 copy. The Lily White gene is a recessive lethal gene, which works the same way that an incomplete dominant gene. However, 2 copies of the Crested Gecko is a dead gecko. Therefore, we do not want an animal that has 2 copies of this gene. The genotype of the animal that we're trying to achieve is 2 copies of the Phantom gene and 1 copy of the Lily White gene. And to that, I'm going to call it big P, big L, small l. I want to do a quick disclaimer here, guys, and it is really important that you guys listen to this. You should never breed a Lily White to a Lily White Crested Gecko. I've said this a million times, and I keep saying it in every video that I teach you guys how to make an X Lily White Crested Gecko, because it is important for you guys to know that this is not ethical. It is not good to produce Crested Geckos that have health issues, or that they're not going to make it through hatching, or that they're going to die, or that they could potentially suffer. Therefore, we avoid Lily White to Lily White pairings. I'm going to start with the best pairing that you could do to produce Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos, and that is to breed a Phantom to a Phantom Lily Crested Gecko. All of the kids are going to be Phantom, and half of those babies are going to be Lily Whites. Therefore, you have a 50% chances of making a Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko. The reason why we don't pair a Phantom to a Lily White to create Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos is because Phantom is a recessive gene, as we said before. Therefore, yes, the kids will carry the gene, but they will not express it. So half of the kids are going to be heterozygous for Phantom Lily White, and the other half are going to be heterozygous Phantom, not Lily White. And we put 100% before the head Phantom because we know for a fact that they do carry a copy of the Phantom gene. If one of the parents is Phantom, all of the kids are going to carry at least 1 copy of the Phantom gene, because that parent has 2 copies of the gene. Therefore, the only gamete that that parent can pass is a big P, in this case for the Phantom gene. Therefore, all of the kids are going to have at least 1 copy of the Phantom gene. As I've said before, don't breed a Phantom Lily to a Phantom Lily. Half of the babies are going to be dead, and half of the babies are going to be Phantom Lily. So yes, technically, all of the babies that you hatch from this pairing are going to be Phantom Lily Whites. However, half of the eggs are going to be non-viable. They're not going to hatch. Therefore, you're completely wasting half of the Crested Geckos that you could be making. And Phantoms are also pretty cool. When you breed a Phantom Crested Gecko to a Lily White Crested Gecko that carries 1 copy of the Phantom gene, so a heterozygous Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko, you will get the following offspring. 25% of the kids are going to be what we want, a Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko. Another 25% of the kids are going to be Phantom Crested Geckos. Another 25% of the kids are going to be heterozygous Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos, and the final 25% of the kids are going to be heterozygous Phantom not Lily White Crested Geckos. Now, this pairing is probably not the best if you want to focus on Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos, since we've said before that when you breed a Phantom Crested Gecko to a Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko, you get 50% instead of 25% Phantom Lily Whites. However, with that pairing, you don't make a Lily White that does not express the Phantom gene. So if you want to do more broad babies and you're not specializing in something, this might be a good choice for you. However, you are going to hatch 1/4 of the kids with none of the genes. And you will also need to find a house for those Crested Geckos and treat them the exact same way that you're treating your high-end Crested Geckos. Crested Geckos do not understand morphs, and they do not understand that a breeder likes ones more than another, so you need to treat them all equally, and you need to give them the exact same love. Crested Geckos are amazing animals, and with the right love, they can be great pets too. When you breed a heterozygous Phantom to a heterozygous Phantom Lily White Crested Gecko, you get the following offspring. You get a 12.5 of the Crested Geckos that we want, which are Phantom Lily Whites. A 12.5 of the Crested Geckos will be Phantom. Another 12.5 of the kids are going to be Heterozygous Phantom Lily White. Another 12.5 of the kids are going to be Heterozygous Phantom. Another 12.5 of the kids are going to be Heterozygous Phantom Lily White. So therefore, that is going to be a 25% of the kids Heterozygous Phantom Lily White. Again, another 12.5 of the kids are going to be Heterozygous Phantom. So that's going to be a 25% of the kids Heterozygous Phantom. At 12.5 of the kids are going to be just Lily Whites. And the final 12.5 of the kids are going to be not Phantom, not Lily White. Now let's stay in this live for a second and see the 3 Lily White Crested Geckos that we have. Let's remove the rest of the offspring so that we can focus on these 3 Lily White Crested Geckos better. Now let's organize them a little bit and analyze what they are. 2/3 of the kids are going to be Heterozygous Phantom Lily White, and 1/3 of the kids is going to be just Lily. However, visually, we do not know which one is which, because they all look just Lillys. However, there are more chances for the kids to have one copy of the Phantom Lily White. There are 2/3 opposed to 1/3 of being just Lily. Therefore, a Lily White kid from this pairing must show in the title of the listing that it has a 66% chances of being a Heterozygous Phantom Lily White. But just to clear this up, this means that out of each single Lily White Crested Gecko of this pairing, there are 66% chances of it being a Heterozygous Phantom Lily White. Now, this might not sound like a big deal, but it might be a big deal for some people, because if you buy 2 animals that are heterozygous for the Phantom gene and you don't know them and you pair them up, 1/4 of the kids are going to end up being Phantom, which is something that you want to look up for if Phantom is not in your breeding projects. Therefore, it is really important to show lineage and to indicate the chances of carrying a specific gene. An example of this is this person that listed a Red Lily White Crested Gecko on Morph Market and indicated that there are 66% chances of being heterozygous Phantom. This is something that should and must be done, and that's why it is important to keep track of your breeding records. I highly advise against being a misinformed Crested Gecko breeder, because they are so easy to understand. Literally any person can understand this if you spend the time, and this is going to make your Crested Gecko's value go way up, and your understanding is going to be way up as well, and you're going to enjoy the process way more. Pairing up a random Crested Gecko to a random Crested Gecko and having a lot of different kids that you don't even know how they ended up there. The final pairing I want to show you guys is what would happen if you breed a fully heterozygous to a fully heterozygous. So a Crested Gecko with 1 copy of the Phantom gene and 1 copy of the Lily White gene, to a Crested Gecko with 1 copy of the Phantom gene and 1 copy of the Lily White gene. A whole fourth, so a 25% of the kids are going to be dead due to the fact that 2 copies of the Lily White gene will kill the Crested Gecko. We're gonna hatch a 12.5 of Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos. A 37.5 of the Crested Geckos, so 6 out of 16, will look like just Lily Whites. However, 2/3 of the Lily Whites will be Heterozygous Phantom, so they will be 66% het possible Phantom as well. So just like before, all of the Lily White Crested Geckos that hatch from this pairing will be 66% possible het Phantom. And then finally, we will hatch out Crested Geckos that look like have none of the genes. However, again, 2 out of these 3 kids have 1 copy of the Phantom gene, so they will need to be marked as 66% possible heterozygous Phantom. In conclusion, the best way of making Phantom Lily White kids is the first pairing that I showed you guys. It is without a doubt the best and only way that I would do Phantom Lily White Crested Geckos, and it is by breeding a Phantom Lily White to a Phantom Crested Gecko. Alright guys, that's all I have for today, and as always, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you like the channel, subscribe to our channel and activate the notifications, and comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.